The question on everybody's mind is, as the Houston Texans are about to face the Cleveland Browns in the easier second part of their schedule, is can the Houston Texans go on a run? And if so, how is it going to happen? We're going to discuss it next. Let's cue the intro.
It's the city of the dream team. Hakeem, Two-Ring, Beyonce, yeah, me. And I remember hot summer, hot winter. I couldn't fight, so the
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to 713 Houston Sports. It's Mr. 713. Hope you guys are having a blessed Tuesday. Now, this question has been giving me trouble all day, and it's, can the Houston Texans somehow manage to get on a roll, win the next couple games, and put them in a position to make the playoffs? Now, we saw that that the NFL owners proposed the 18 playoffs, so another spot just came available. So mathematically, the Houston Texans are still right in it. And if you look at the schedule coming up, it's much favorable. You have the Cleveland Browns. Then you have the New England Patriots, and two games you could really win. And now you're sitting at 4-6, and you're looking much more alive than ever. But how are the Houston Texans going to do that? I think it's Deshaun Watson season. And what I mean by that is I think we're about to see him go completely more often than he was. It's amazing how much he's doing without a run game. It's amazing how much better the run game looked with David Johnson with Duke Johnson than David Johnson, because some of the runs, that Duke had, he was making people miss. He was going one way, cutting back the other way, doing a spin move on somebody. And he was much more liable in the passing game. Had more catches than we've seen David Johnson do in a very long time. But the offense looked better with Duke as a number one. And we're waiting to see what's going to happen. Maybe they bring in Scotty Phillips, who I was raving about in the beginning of the season. But I think it starts with this offense. I think this offense is going to be as good as it gets when you're going to finally have Jordan Akins. He was healthy. He was playing against the Jaguars, but seeing him get more involved, we saw Tim Kelly call a lot of RPOs. He called a lot of misdirections. He called a lot of play actions. That is what the Houston Texans definitely did need. The offensive line, they didn't allow that much sacks. I can't remember seeing how many times Deshaun Watson got sacked. Maybe it's once, maybe it's twice, but they were much better than it was, coming out of the bye week. So this offense is going to be, going. It's going to be getting ready, to make a push. Now, it's the defensive side that still worries me. Good news is that Bradley Roby is coming back. Good news is that Justin Reed had one of the best games of the season, of his season, this week against the Jaguars. And, and it's just bringing the other players up to speed. You're going to get back Jacob Martin. You're going to get back Whitney Merciless. You're going to get back Dylan Cole. Brennan Scarlett is out, so you're going to see much more Jonathan Gennard and much more Jacob Martin, which is what the fans were wanting in the first place. That we wanted these guys because we already know how Brennan Scarlett is. He's an okay player. He's not a great player. He's not, he's a great special teams guy, and we saw that on special teams where he just laid some dude out. But we're going to see, the young guys on this defense, that's what we want. We want to see Blacklock. We want to see Jacob Martin, Jonathan Gennard, and also I think the Houston Texans need to take a look at getting Takaris McKinley, who just got released by the Atlanta Falcons, the defensive end. If you remember on draft day a couple years ago, had a picture of his grandma crying. I think that is someone that the Houston Texans should definitely, take a look at and put in a claim on him. The Houston Texans currently now are number 7 on the waiver priority, and he's someone that can help, and honestly be the second best pass rusher alongside J.J. Watt on the defensive side. I think if you want to try to make a push and you want to try to put yourself in a position to win games and try to make the playoffs, which we know is going to be a long shot, then he's someone that the Houston Texans are going to have to look at. He's someone that you're going to have to put a waiver on. You have 6 teams in front of you who are going to try to do the same thing. So it's going to be up to you to do it first and try to claim Mr. Takaris McKinley. Does he fix the defense? No. Does he help out? Absolutely. He's a guy that in, I think, 4 years, he has 17 sacks, dealt with a lot of injuries. He has an attitude issue, but that's what Jack Easterby's there for, said my friend Cody. He's the character coach. He's the pastor. He could help McKinley come into form and be a very good, player for the Houston Texans defense. But overall, I think it starts with winning this game against the Cleveland Browns. If the Houston Texans find a way to beat the Cleveland Browns, then we're back in business. The question is, can they do it? Will they do it? That's another video, probably tomorrow. But guys, let me know, can the Houston Texans go on a run, and what will it take? As always, go Texans. You guys have a blessed day.